Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is actually going to be kind of a detailing video. Not really so much a how-to video, but just kind of going over a few products. Now, I was preparing the Corvette behind me to go to the Auto Fair car show this past weekend. But between weather, having to work, and I actually didn't have all of my detailing supplies. So prior to the show, I had done a full paint correction with the Adams paint corrections. Now I have a combination of their old product lineup. Their severe swirl remover, their swirl remover, then you got the polish, and then your sealant or wax, you know, whatever you decide to do. Well, I actually did the first coat was the severe swirl remover. They don't even sell that anymore. I think they've rebranded it as the heavy compound, the heavy compound polish. Basically that's just, you know, to knock out any big scratches and stuff. I actually have some of that on the way because I ran out. So this is good, me actually using up some of these old products. I mean, I think I had that Adams kit. I've had it for at least 5 years. I mean, that kit's pretty old, and I've used it on the Corvette, I've used it on the SS, and I've used it on the truck as well, and my better half's car. So, but you know, it's time to use those products up. Then the next product you use is the swirl remover. And the old Adams system, all you had to do was put it on the car with your DA polisher and let it basically flash, and you don't have to actually buff it off, you just leave it. Then use the polish compound, put that on your DA. You basically put that polish compound on top of the residue from the swirl remover, and you know, then you're basically done. So I did all that. That took a good couple days, and I'll show you now, but the car is like seriously shiny. This is probably the shiniest it's been in over 2 years. And yes, there's some crap on the windshield. I haven't done the interior yet, but the exterior, I mean, it's looking good. So that was your severe swirl remover, your polish. Now, if I was doing a normal detail full paint correction on the car, I would have finished it by using Adams machine super sealant. I think they've renamed this product, but it's the same stuff. It's just their basically a synthetic wax. I think they call it fine machine sealant now. They've changed the name of it, but that's the thing with Adams. It's like they keep the product lines the same. They just change the name every year or two and make you want to buy more stuff. But anyway, so this is how I normally finish off the car. But so I was thinking about it. I had already done all those 3 steps, you know, all for the entire car, and I was thinking about it. I'm just like, man, I don't know. You could just do the sealant, be done. And I drive the car so little, and I wash it so infrequently that, yeah, you know, I get a year and a half out of that with no problem. But I was kind of like, you know, I've done all this work, and Auto Fair came and went. I was like, you know, if there's a product that I could use that would keep this finish longer and, you know, hardens up the paint. So I was like, all right, what can I do to finish off this detailing system? And since I hadn't applied the sealant yet, I was at that stage. It's like, I was at that stage where I either finish with the gray fine machine sealant product, or I go with a ceramic coat. So that's what I ended up doing. I bought the ceramic paint kit from Adams, and this was actually on sale, so I didn't pay full price. I think normal retail is like $150, well, less than that. And so I got the whole kit. It comes with a coating prep spray, it comes with the ceramic paint coat layer, and then you finish it off with the ceramic boost product. Alright guys, now I have applied the ceramic coat to the entire top of the car. So the hood, the target top, the B-pillar, and the hatch. And I've done a little bit on the side. I haven't done the rear spoiler, but the hood is done. And this process actually is fairly simple. So what you're going to do is take the coating prep and spray down the surface you're going to be working on. So I already did the hood, so I don't need to spray that down, but I'm going to do the fender. And I'm also going to do the headlight. And then, so they don't give you a lot of this stuff, but honestly guys, it goes a long way. When you start actually spreading it, drying it off with the towel, it actually picks up and spreads a really good distance. So, done the headlight, fender, and for this application that I'm going to show you, I'm just going to do the top. The bottom's going to be the same. So, all right. Make sure you flip your towel regularly. And this fender should be good. So basically all we're trying to do is get off any grease, any polishing compound, any dirt, any grime. Because once you start putting the ceramic coat down, whatever is underneath, whatever's on the surface of the fender, hood, whatever surface you're working on, it's going to be covered with the ceramic coat. And the stuff has a hardness of 7. Hardness of 7. I think the other ceramic coats on the market are like a 9, but just wanted to kind of show you guys the process. So clean the fender, and now we're going to apply the ceramic coat. You may be able to see that I've applied some of the ceramic coat. So just apply it, crosshatch. You only want to work about a 2 foot by 2 foot section. And this is, I don't know, maybe 1 foot by 2.5-ish. But then you also got the headlight. So, alright, now we're going to let this flash. And you don't want it to dry fully. Yeah, you're not going to want this to dry fully. I'm not sure if you can even pick that up. Oh yeah, you can pick it up. There's a difference there. So, once you start seeing the rainbow color, like right here, I can see it. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, maybe you can. I don't know. So once you start seeing that, dry it off. And this stuff buffs very easily because it's still wet. And we're just going to dry it off. Make sure you get all the parts that you covered. Alright, now as you guys can clearly see, I do have a clear bra on the car. It is okay to put ceramic coat over the clear bra. I researched this before I started this project. The entire hood's been clear bra'd. The entire front bumper's clear bra'd. I got the partials on the fenders, and it's okay just to go right over it. And I didn't notice any difference between applying the ceramic coat on the clear bra than the fender. Now mind you guys, my car literally is all plastic or carbon fiber. The fenders are carbon fiber, the hood's carbon fiber. The rest of the car is plastic or fiberglass. The rear fenders are basically fiberglass. The actual rear hatch might be metal, but I did not notice a difference between all the surfaces of this coating process, you know, when I started this project. So that's basically what you're going to do. It's very simple. This is meant to be a DIY kit. And tomorrow I'll follow up with the boost, which is basically what's going to happen is overnight this stuff will harden and it'll get tacky. So you'll hear, you can't hear, I'm wearing gloves, but you'll hear your hand go like across the surface. You put that ceramic boost on it. It's actually over there, that green bottle. You put that bottle of ceramic boost on it. You just spray it. I don't even think you let it dry. You just spray it. You wipe it on, and then you grab another towel and wipe it off. And that's kind of the whole process for the car. So you don't want the car to get wet in this 24-hour window. My car obviously isn't going to go anywhere because it's in the third bay, it's inside. But if you guys do this and you don't have a tent or pop-up tent or a carport or something, this might be kind of hard. But with a garage, it works just fine. So this fender is partially done. I didn't really do much of the headlight. I do the headlight. The fender's kind of done, like I said, but do the rest of the fender, the door, fender, back bumper, spoiler, rear fender, door, front fender, bumper. So I got a lot of stuff to do, and we'll continue this project. As you just saw, we went through the cleaning with the prep spray, wiped that down, and then you applied the ceramic coat. And then you basically let it flash for 30 seconds. It gets that rainbow color, and you wipe it off. And if you leave it on too long, it'll start to dry and get tacky. that's when you need to dry it before then. I did kind of learn that yesterday. So what I did was, so those spots where I was working on it and I kind of went too far with my pattern, what I did was I actually went back and I just recoated the sponge and applicator pad and just applied it and went back over it, let it get went to that rainbow color, and then I just wiped it off and finished polishing it. So the whole car is done. That took approximately, let's see, so I was out here from 4 to 8 last night, but I actually wasn't done polishing out to the panels. So I want to say I knocked the car out in 2 to 3 hours. And this is a Corvette, so it's not a huge car. It's not my Duramax, which is a huge truck, and it's not the SS, which has another set of doors. So say 2 to 3 hours to do the final ceramic coat, and I'm not done. You have to let it sit for 24 hours, and that's where we apply the ceramic boost coat. Alright guys, I'm getting ready to apply the ceramic boost. Basically the instructions are, after you finish the ceramic coating, let it sit for 12 to 24 hours. Their videos say 12 hours, but you know, it's spring here and I just let it sit overnight. So it's been about 20 hours. Like I started at 4 yesterday. It's about 4 o'clock again now, but I didn't finish until about 8 p.m. last night. So, you know, give it about a day. So I let it, you know, harden overnight and let the coating get dry. So all you need to do is just start spraying the panel. So we'll do this top and the headlight. All right, and then you're supposed to wipe it with one rag and then wipe it off with another. I actually have a whole bundle of these Adams microfiber towels. I actually didn't know that I had them, but anyway, just wipe it on. So as you guys can see, this stuff's almost like a layer of wax, which makes sense because the bottle even says that it can be used as a standalone sealant. So just apply it with one towel. So that's going to be my kind of application towel, and just grab another towel and just dry it off, buff it out, whatever you want to call it. So that's going to be that. And I'm barely applying any pressure here, guys. So this really just light hand pressure. And this stuff will come right off, so, but, alright. So that's the basic how-to on applying the ceramic boost. And that's what this car needs. It needs more boost. So, well, maybe. Alright, so yeah, that sound, it's kind of gone, but so you end up with a smooth surface. So this fender's been done. The top of the hood I have not. You know, it's hard to tell because this is the carbon fiber fender, and that's a ceramic coated Expel. Let's try up here. Honestly, guys, if there's a surface feeling difference, I couldn't tell you. Now, I think there is that plastic bag trick, but I've already fully detailed the car. But anyway, I gotta finish doing the whole car, and when I finish up, I'll kind of give my final review on all this stuff. Alright guys, I just finished up applying the ceramic boost coat. Not very hard to do, just spray it on, wipe it, and then wipe it with a second towel to completely buff and clean the surface. And that's pretty much it. I would say one thing, just go back over the car and make sure you haven't missed any spots. I did find a couple spots that I'd like wiped it, but I didn't come back and buff it like completely dry, so and they dried. So all I did was I took my really damp towel. Yeah, you can see that's green. That's basically the color of the boost. That towel stayed wet. Just re-wet the spot, then I rebuffed it, and we were good to go. I saw that in a couple spots, but other than that, guys, you know, I'm fairly happy with how this ceramic product works. Very easy to apply, and it went on like real quick. And like I said, I've got maybe 3 hours in the actual ceramic cleaning and coating itself, then say another 45 minutes to an hour to do the ceramic boost, and so about 4 hour total. That's not too terrible. I do know that if I had just done my normal use the DA polisher and done that fine machine sealant, that gray coat, that would have taken at least 2 hours. Figure an hour for buffing, an hour for actually using the tool, another 30 minutes to an hour to clean it off. And then with that product, with that specific product from Adams, you have to worry about it like hazing like for the next like 36 hours or like that, or 48 hours, yeah. So that product can actually haze after you've finished and you're done with the car. So I actually have experienced that before. I think what I did was like I finished the, you know, polishing it, and then I put the sealant on, that gray sealant on. Then I put a car cover on it, took the car cover off like the next day, and like there were spots where the sealant maybe interacted with the car cover. So just fair warning for that. But this ceramic coat, now I will say this, for the price, you know, for 150 bucks or less, depending on what sale and coupons you guys use, you're not going to get a full like 10 or 9H hardness. I think the hardness for this stuff is a 7. So don't expect this stuff to last the 5 to 10 years of never having to wax your car. I don't believe that anyway. I think you're still going to swirl a ceramic coat, you know, by improper washing and just everyday driving, you know, like that's why. And those products cost like $2,000 to get professionally done. And I think part of that is that it's really hard to put that stuff on. This stuff is real easy to put on, so that's the difference. It doesn't have the hardness of that. But if this lasts me 2 years, a year to 2 years, I think I'm more than happy with that. Because, you know, so say you do the ceramic, the professional kit, you get that done, it's like $2,000. And it's supposed to last 5 to 10 years. Well, guess what? If, you know, if we're taking the long term of that, of 10 years, I can do my car 5 times for 500 bucks, and I've gotten the same length of time of protection. You know, now, like I said, this won't have that full 9H hardness or whatever their ceramic coating scale is, but I think this is a pretty good and effective way to protect your car. And if you guys are like me, you have a Sunday driver, or you've got a second or third car that you're not driving every day, I think this is really good for a type like that, because, you know, you're not going to be daily driving it, getting road and all that grime and all that crap on it. And, you know, for something that you wax once a year, you know, maybe I won't have to wax this next year. We'll see. I'll update this as time goes on. But, you know, even that last sealant, that gray sealant coat, you know, so the normal severe swirl polish sealant, that 4-step coating system, Adam still has it. Like I said, they just rebranded it. I'm not sure what the exact name of it is, but if that lasted me a solid 2 years, I haven't waxed this car in approximately 2 years. So yeah, we went auto fair of 16 was the last time I went. The last time I took a car. So yeah, spring auto fair of 2016, so that was 2 Aprils ago, and the car still looked good. You know, still had shine, it's still beat it up, but you know, there was starting to get some swirls and stuff in the sides, and especially along the doors, because these doors are very long, and you know, it's very easy to see the swirls in the doors. So I did see those. They weren't severe, but you know, it was time to wax the car. And like I said, I looked at my options. That kit was $100. Supposedly you can get 2 cars out of it. Here's what I'll say. So over here I have the boost. As you guys can see, I only used half the bottle. Over here I've got the prep spray. I didn't even use a quarter of the bottle. You know, as you guys can see, I didn't even use like a quarter of that. And as for the ceramic coat itself, guys, unfortunately, this is a black bottle. It's glass too. You hear that? It's a black glass bottle that I can't see through. So supposedly for that 150 bucks, you can coat 2 small cars. I think that's what the instructions said. 2 to 3. So if I do this again, I will end up just buying another kit, and I will use this up and then just use what's ever left of the next bottle. And I could do the Corvette probably twice on this kit. I would agree with that. The SS, I don't know, guys. It's a longer car. It's bigger, taller, bigger fenders. So probably 2 uses out of this. So your $150 cost, and that's on the high end, just became $75. 75 bucks times 5, you know, you're what, 250? 300 bucks for 10 years of ceramic coat. And the competitors are $1,800 to $2,000 or even more. I've seen some guys quote, and I'm just like, nope. So for 75 bucks, especially for a C6 Corvette, I'm sold. I can't complain about anything. I will say one thing I wish they had. I wish they included 4 towels. They only included 2, and the one you have to throw away. Actually, that's the towel right there. That's the application towel. You need to throw that out, and you need to throw the application pad out as well, because they crystallize and I think will harden. So don't reuse those towels. I wish, like I said, I wish I had 4 towels. I happen to have a bunch of towels I had never opened in my detailing cabinet, and so I was able to use all Adams towels products and everything. Now I would not recommend using those cheap AutoZone towels, because mine are getting old and they're super rough on your hands, and you don't even want to know what that's doing to your paint, especially your freshly ceramic coated paint. So I would recommend this kit to everyone. Like I said, it is kind of expensive, 150 bucks, but supposedly 2 uses out of it. You'll at least get 2 out of the booster and the prep spray. Now the ceramic coat itself, I would buy a second one when you're doing your second coat. That way you basically don't want to run out on your next car. So that would really suck. So, you know, that's what I'll do. But if I end up not even using it, then I'll let you guys know. But I will be doing this to the SS at some point. All right, I'm going to wrap this up here. Don't forget you can support the channel by clicking on the links below to Teespring and my eBay sites. There's t-shirts and keychains and stuff, stickers. So I hope this video provided you guys some good content, you know, kind of informational. We kind of went through the steps and then more of just an overall review after that. So if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. Thanks and have a great day.